This is a production of Red Earth Theater Company's online play project. For more information, visit redearththeater.org.
From the point of light within the mind of all that is, let light stream forth into the minds of all. May light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of all that is, let love stream forth into the hearts of all. May compassion encompass the earth. From the center where the will of all that is known, let purpose guide our little wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and heal the door where darkness dwells. Let light and love and grace restore the plan to earth.
Thank you so much, Liz. It's a beautiful, beautiful beginning, everybody. That's Liz Learmont. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. My name is Kate Hawkes. I'm the producing artistic director of Red Earth Theater. And we are delighted to be offering this show live outdoors at the Sedona Arts Center. Now, hear that? Live outdoors. So every now and again, there's some traffic noise. We have a plan if it gets too intense, so be not afraid. If we stop, it's because there's a phalanx of motorbikes. Otherwise, we're just going to power through. We are doing this live, and then later on we'll be editing it, and it will be on a YouTube channel. It is also live streaming from the Sedona Arts Center Facebook page. We are really honored to be part of the Year of the Woman celebration that Sedona Arts Center are doing, and particularly this evening, which is the virtual opening of the virtual exhibit of Magic and Dreams, available on the Sedona Arts Center's website. I was thrilled to be asked to be part of this. I've done a lot of things here at the Arts Center, and this is a chance to play here again. Liz Learmont, who is the creator and, if you like, the manifestress of these beautiful sculptures, and I have played together quite a few times with these pieces. We've been looking for a place to share them again, and this was the perfect opportunity. We have the perfect place, the sweet little Poet's Corner. And we feel that now is the time to do it. Today is also the full moon, partial lunar eclipse. What better time for goddesses to be gathering? What is happening all around us on so many levels and in so many forms seems to demand a communal appreciation of the goddess energy. And more than that, it is a time for all of us to step into our goddess energy that we have. And we hope that what we offer here today will inspire and encourage you to do that. I want to say a little bit about goddesses. This is a quote from Susanna Budapest. "The goddess is alive. Magic is afoot." I want to ask you, when we think of a goddess, what comes to mind? Is it a movie star? Is it a figure standing on a hilltop, long hair in the wind? Is it some state or person that is unattainable? Is it a mythological being full-figured and casting spells? If it sounds far-fetched and out of reach for even to consider an average woman could ever be conceived of as a goddess, we hope to show you that is not the case. How do we become a goddess? What do we have to do? I want to look at the words "to manifest," to show something clearly through signs and action, to come to the light. When something is manifest, it is visible and indubitable, without doubt. So, what if manifesting a goddess is simply and most powerfully being fully present with all aspects of our feminine selves? And this is what Star Hawk said about goddesses. The image of the goddess inspires women to see ourselves as divine, our bodies as sacred, the changing phases of our lives as holy, our aggression as healthy, our anger as purifying, and our power to nurture and create, but also to limit and destroy when necessary as the very force that sustains life. Through the goddess, we discover our strength, enlighten our minds, own our bodies, and celebrate our emotions. We move beyond the narrow, constricting roles, and we become whole. End quote. It is indeed a journey. It takes a lifetime, and it is for all of humanity and our beautiful planet Gaia. And tonight we're sharing some mostly original pieces that hint at that journey to invite you in and inspire you to manifest your own goddess. And the first goddess that we are presenting tonight, with all her wisdom, is Mary Hayborn. She is a poet and a potter, and she is the foundress of this place, Poets' Corner, at Sedona Arts Center. And now over to you, Mary.
Manifestations of the goddess. Manifestations of the goddess surround us, infusing us with creativity. Exploding colors from embracing red rock sculptures enhance our vision. Cricket chirps and birdsong empower our ears. Subtle breezes drifting down the canyon draw our limbs into dance. All of our senses are sharpened, and we are moved to create. We throw paint upon a canvas, words upon a page, or clay upon a wheel. Paeans are drawn from our throat. In this year of the woman, manifestations of the goddess are expanded through her gifts of magic and dreams, gifts that stimulate our imaginations and enhance our creativity. She claims our attention, awake or asleep, and stretches our recognition of possibles. Let us open our hearts to these gifts and celebrate.
Awaken, priestess.
Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Hear the voice of the Divine Mother calling you home, calling you home. Claim your birthright, step into your truth, your sacred role, your sacred role. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Healer, seer, medicine woman, within your womb, within your womb. Wild woman, primal energy, life force Shakti, life force Shakti. Awaken, priestess, remember remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken priestess, remember who you are. Maiden, mother, queen, and crone, take your place. Maiden, mother, queen, and crone, take your place.
The Divine Mother calls you home. She has waited patiently for you to come to her. Open your heart and your mind that you may be a vessel for her love and a vehicle for her message. Awaken, priestess.
Maiden, mother, queen, and crone, take your place. Maiden, mother, queen, and crone, take your place on this holy throne. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Awaken, priestess, remember who you are.
I'm Nancy Melmon. Awakened priestess, maiden mother, queen, crone, remember who we are. Here's a poem about one of us. We all might know her name. Some of us might have seen her in person. She can't stop smiling. Coated in copper, her arms are sore, her copper feet cold, and they are tired. The Statue of Liberty, knowing her unalienable rights as a woman, as a citizen, to pursue her own life and happiness, on January 21st, 2018, stepped down from her pedestal, leaving broken chains off Ellis Island to walk over dark waters and volunteer at the nearest soup kitchen. Her arms are sore, her feet clad only in sandals are cold and misty blue. She can't stop smiling as she stands to the left of Governor Cuomo for 9 hours doling out coffee, tomato soup, and rye bread into paper bowls and cups. Cuomo in his gray sweats and Lady Liberty with her crown slipping off her brow. Her arms are very happy, not from having held her gold leaf torch or her tablet, but from being so close to so many hungry people smiling at her, hugging soup bowls to their chest, sipping hope.
It is simple, it is sweet. The wind is blowing, breathe in, breathe out, let it go. And if it's heavy, turn your tears to snow.
flakes fall from the sky. They make a great big white pile, soft and sweet to look upon. When you're bundled up warm after the storm, after the storm. After the storm, the summer comes, and your great white pile to the river runs, to the river run. The river run. Ah, to the river run. Ah, to the river run. And the river flows to the sea, and the sea flows to the trees, through the clouds, through the rain, through the dirt, through the earth, yeah, through the clouds, through the rain, through the dirt, through the earth, through the mama. Mama, you give it back, yeah, you give it back. The monkey, the wrench, the weight, our sense of fact, now you give it back. Our defenses, every attack, you give it back. Ooh, you give it back. Oh, to the mama, and the river flows to the sea. The sea flows to the trees, through the clouds, through the rain, through the dirt, through the earth, and through the clouds, through the rain, through the dirt, through the earth, through the mama, through the mama, and through the mama, 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 mama.
Thank you so much, Sierra. That's Sierra Safer. And if you're a local person, go and visit Sierra at her beautiful shop, the Synergy, where you can get really fine food and coffee and sweet treats, which we were eating earlier. They're pretty good. I'm now going to read a poem called Arriving that I wrote in 2015. I was invited by Elizabeth Oakes, who is one of our beloved people in our community here, who was a poet. And Elizabeth was one of the first people to encourage me to actually read my poetry out loud. I submitted this poem to some contest about wild women that she encouraged me to do, and my poem was not selected. And I was slightly downhearted. And then I was talking to Elizabeth, and she said, "Don't worry, mine wasn't either." And I felt so much better. And I offer this actually in memory of Elizabeth. I have since read my poetry in other places. And in the past, Sierra and I have done poetry and music And we're going to try this again. So here we go. This is called Arriving. There was a wild woman in the garden, birds on her head, neck deep in dreams, knee deep in mud. Laughing the wind down to whispers, her body shook the earth from the bottom of her feet into life. Wrestling with the tyrants of the dark, her muscles tore to strings, and her blood shed a warm light. Loving from every pore and cell, her body exploded, sprinkling the joy of delight all around. Weeping an ocean from her deepest soul, her water fell from cracks in her well of being. I was careful not to get too close. The tsunami of her power could drown me or sweep me away from myself. Wash me up on some far island shore alone with the wild woman. Too late. I have been tsunamied. And embedded down narrow gorges, sunk and gulfed in roiling waves, I threshed my way through dark, rasping forests, stood burning, naked on endless sandscapes, to arrive here. In the eyes of horses who look into me, the ocotillo and mesquite that reach out to me, the trails that fall away and rise again to meet me, the hot springs half hidden in the desert that wait for me, the ravens that appear wherever I am and call out to me. She is inescapably within me. There is a wild woman in my garden, birds on my head, neck deep in dreams, knee deep in mud, laughing the winds down to whispers, wrestling with the tyrants of the dark, loving from every pore and cell, weeping an ocean from my deepest soul. Down narrow gorges, in roiling waves, through dark forests, naked on sandscapes, here, in the eyes of horses, the ocotillo and mesquite, the trails that fall and rise, the hot springs in the deserts, the ravens that call to me, wild woman, myself, me, I.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Jackson, and this is my 7-year-old daughter, Amelia. And we're singing the song Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh. Oh. You're not a voice. You're just a ringing in my ear, and if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I have had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown, into the unknown. What do you want? 'cause you've been keeping me awake? Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are you someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be? Every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown?
So the poem I'm reading, it's called Here. The goddess is always here. Even when we don't see her or hear her, just stop for a minute. She is the sun shining through the cloud, ripplings on the river, the green shoot poking up out of the dirt. She changes over the years, growing with us and giving us what we need. If you just listen. She is a leaf falling, a drop of water on a stone. The crack of thunder. Feel her around you. She is the sand between your fingers, the wind on your face, the cool shade of a huge tree. We were always here, from the very beginning until the very end, and beyond that. We are here now.
Thank you so much, Amelia, and thank you, Vanessa. It was really important to me as I put this show together to showcase all the range of goddesses they are. And so we began with Mary, and I was so grateful to find Amelia. And Amelia, you did great.
Thank you.
As we close this performance, I offer this. We are living in deeply challenging times. It feels as if the world is tilting like a falling Ferris wheel. We cannot see the future. We might be in fear, despair, and deep grief. We might be uncertain as to what we can do, how to help, how to change things that do harm. The deep impulse to heal, protect, and create is stretched and pounding through our very bodies. Know this, by paying attention to that impulse, by listening with deep attention, feeling with an open heart, and seeing with clear eyes all that is around, you are in the process of doing just that, healing, protecting, and creating. Only when we pay attention can we begin to do the good work. Another quote from Starhawk. She said, "The goddess does not rule the world. She is the world, manifest in each of us. She can be known internally by every individual in all her magnificent diversity. A goddess knows how to protect and heal herself. She is creative by nature. She has sisters and, yes, brothers who are there in support of the journey. She knows how to reach out to them when she needs that extra burst of courage or when she needs to ensure moments of peace. Manifest the goddess in your daily life, for you already exist." And now I want to introduce you to the goddesses we had here tonight. We're going to start, we're starting at that end. Okay, I'll go backwards. We have Ashley Threlkeld. We have Deva and Vidya, David Vidya and Sharon Silverstein, and together they are the Way of the Sacred. And then we have Nancy in the middle in yellow, the beautiful Nancy Melmon, who read one of her poems. And now we have Vanessa Jackson and her daughter Amelia June West. We have the wonderful Sierra Schaefer right here. We have Liz Learmont, who helped inspire this with me. And we have Mary Hayborn, who right now would be our senior goddess. And I want to thank these two beautiful men who are here supporting us, Angelo and Ron of Sedona Media Services. Your support makes it possible. I want to thank our sponsor, Sovereign Laboratories, who initially came on board to sponsor what was going to be our major production with all women quilters, which we're going to be doing in May. That is not happening, maybe next year, but they graciously allowed me to keep the money and put it toward other things. Which brings us to Red Earth Theatre is doing an online play project every Thursday night, except this is the first Friday, I know, but usually it's every Thursday night. We Zoom them. We sometimes do them live. We did one last month live from Talakipaki, and 2 weeks from now we do another one live from Talakipaki. Please try and find us online. We're going to be bringing you a little Shakespeare next week. And I'm going to ask you, if possible, could you make a donation? We do make a small stipend offer to all the people who work with us and support us. It's not nearly enough for their work and their talent. And certainly in these challenging times, many artists, many people who do this work have lost their livelihood. Some of us are lucky to have other things we do, but I like to respect and honor what they're doing. If you would like to support us, you can go to the website, www.redearththeatre, and make a donation. You can write me a walloping great check. You can call, and I'll take you out for a drink, and then I'll take your money, whatever, but please give us something. The goddesses are fabulous, but you also need to eat like everybody else. I want to finish simply by saying a repeat of this quote. The goddess is alive. Magic is afoot. Thank you, everybody. And now Sierra is going to play us out, right? On the sax. Remember? Oh, okay. Yes, she's going to play us out while we do maybe one last pan of everybody. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.